Hello, my real lovelies. Welcome back to the channel, and as always, welcome to my home. In today's video, not only do I have really big hair and and some nice multicolored pearls, I want to tie up a few loose ends, because if you didn't know, I'm making videos 3 times a week, Monday, Wednesday and Friday, and there are a few things that I have missed out on that I need to catch up on. The first thing being Prince William, Prince George and Princess Charlotte attending the Taylor Swift Eras Tour. Yes, this is fast becoming, if not already, one of the biggest tours of all time. No, I have not been to see it because I'm not necessarily a huge Taylor Swift fan. Do let me know in the comment section if you are a Swiftie. Let me know. But William is most definitely a Swiftie because he delighted in taking his eldest children, Prince George and Princess Charlotte, to see Taylor Swift on the Eras Tour, which is now in Europe. So I think it kicked off its European leg I think it was Edinburgh or somewhere in Scotland. It was in Scotland. And this tour has been going on for about a year and a half. Well, it will, by the time it finishes, it will have been going for about a year and a half. And yeah, it's a massive tour. There were reports up in Scotland that you could actually feel people dancing. It made a quake. The earth was physically shaking and people could feel it in the surrounding neighbourhoods. So this is a humongous tour. And I think in Britain, we most definitely have embraced it. As I said, I'm not particularly a huge Taylor Swift fan. I don't really get it. I think she can potentially be a little bit vindictive and vengeful in her songs. However, and on her latest album, dare I say, quite a lot of the songs sound very similar. But that is my own personal taste, and Prince William enjoys her. And it seemed like, the eldest royal children were totally enthralled by Taylor Swift. Prince Louis, I think, a little bit too young. You saw him at Trooping the Colour. A little bit of a handful, a little bit of a cheeky monkey. So I can see why perhaps Prince Louis stayed at home with Catherine. And we also can perfectly understand why Catherine did not attend, because she is recovering, she's going through treatment and recovering from cancer. I will quickly just go to the King while we're talking about cancer, because we weren't sure whether or not his treatment had come to a conclusion and whether he was sort of in that recovery stage, but he did have to miss 1 day of Royal Ascot last week because he was undergoing cancer treatment. So we do now know, it has been confirmed by the palace, that he is still undergoing treatment. So how long that will carry on for, one does not know, but we do know that he is still undergoing the treatment. So there we go. Little snippets of information, little snippets of truth do come out from time to time. Right, so William at the Taylor Swift concert. So this is when it had moved from Scotland down to London. She was playing Wembley Arena. Now, Wembley Stadium arena, well, it's huge. Wembley is ginormous. So yeah, she packed out, I think, a 90,000 seat stadium, which is huge. And she's done it on multiple nights. So apparently an insider has come out and said that there was a bit of a struggle getting there. Now, I have previously been at last year's Madonna concert, and transport in London when it's packed can be a little bit tricky to get through. So apparently they left early with plenty of time to spare because they wanted to do a meet and greet with Taylor before the show, because they knew that they wanted to shoot off really quickly afterwards to avoid all of that traffic and that crush. So that seems really sensible. Apparently the traffic was so bad that they only had about 25 minutes to meet and greet with Taylor, but Taylor seemed really happy to oblige. I don't think everyone gets to do a meet and greet with Taylor Swift before she goes on stage. And of course, she's doing epic 3-hour sets, and of course she's updated the tour to include her latest album as well. So it is a very long and grueling show. I will most definitely give her that. She is a workaholic. And people definitely get their money's worth, although there has been talk that some of the £700 a seat tickets have had some restrictive views. But Prince William and George and Charlotte did not have that because they were in a box above looking down. So they had their meet and greet, and of course there were selfies taken, and Taylor tweeted, and then William posted on social media. So I mean, it's quite unusual, I suppose, for that to happen. I think there's definitely a bit of a fan crush between both of them. And I'm not saying that, I'm not casting aspersions that, Taylor Swift has her sights on William. However, I do think they've got a vibe going, shall we say. So I think Taylor is sort of gushing over William, William's gushing over Taylor, a bit of fangirling going on between both of them, I think. So they did actually previously meet, I do believe in 2013, when they duetted, a very impromptu duet with Living on a Prayer. And Taylor did comment that William had a very good tone of voice, and that if ever he wanted to collab, she most definitely would be there to do it. And I think William enjoyed that experience too. So he's been a Swiftie since the early days, 2013. And I think he's carried on all the way through. So we definitely can see where William's musical tastes lie. So they do have a bit of a history. So I think Taylor was very happy to oblige. And George and Charlotte looked delighted to be seen and meeting Taylor. I mean, how many children get to meet one of the world's, if not the world's most famous pop star? Nepotism at best, probably. But who cares? Who cares? George and Charlotte had a fantastic time. So let's cut to the concert. As I've said, it's about 3 hours long. The people recording sort of picked up William in one of the upper tiers, and he was dancing, especially to Shake It Off. He was doing his famous dad dancing to Shake It Off, which I love. I do like it when, excuse the pun, I'm not throwing shade, when William lets his hair down. I do really enjoy when William just lets his hair, when he just shakes it off and, has a good time. And let's not forget all of what he has been going through, because obviously, Catherine is the one who is going through the cancer, going through the treatment, but it also has, let's not, overlook the fact that when people go through that sort of an illness, it does have a massive knock-on effect to the immediate family, children, friends, all those supporters. So it really is important that husbands and children do get a chance to go out and enjoy themselves and, put any worries or any concerns that they have about life behind. And music is one of those things that you can most definitely escape to. And it would have been, I'm thinking, if the concert was about 3 hours and it was about, an hour and 15 or something either way to get in and out, that's like half a day of escapism, which I think will have been very, very welcome for all of them. Yes, it's a shame that Catherine can't be there, but they were there to enjoy themselves, to let their hairs down, forget about their troubles, and just have fun and live in the moment and concentrate on what's before them. So I think that was really, really important for William to do. I enjoyed his dad dancing. In fact, I think he should be on something like Strictly Come Dancing or Dancing with the Stars, because that would be amazing just to see him sort of, doing his Shake It Off dad dance. I do think some pearls would have definitely complemented the look, because he could have been shaking the pearls, couldn't he? And there was, some people are saying, yes, I'll go there. Some people were saying that there was a little bit of shade thrown. I don't think this is true. I don't think that in that moment when William was dad dancing that he was thinking about his brother all the way in Montecito. But the one thing that is true is the comparison between Harry and Meghan when they went to see Beyonce and William at Taylor Swift. And of course, Meghan, I think, did go to see Taylor Swift, but did not get a meet and greet. I'm just saying. But no, the comparison is that Harry looked so miserable. He looked like his face had been smacked with a wet fish, with a wet kipper. Really did. He looked just, he was looking at his phone. He looked miserable. He was not having a good time at the Beyonce concert. In stark contrast to William, who was having all the fun at Taylor Swift. So I do like to see a very happy and content William. So there we go. That's kind of all for that one. Taylor's tour rumbles on and continues. Next on my list of things to catch up on, we're continuing with the Waleses. We love you, Papa. The royal children wish Prince William a very happy Father's Day. So the one thing I don't understand is, in the UK and the US and other parts of the world, we do celebrate Father's Day on the same day, but we have different Mother's Days. Go figure. If anyone knows why, please let me know. I can't be bothered to Google, but I will read your comments. So this is quite a moment. It's not just any Father's Day portrait. Of course, it was taken by Catherine. I do really love when she takes the pictures. I know some, royal photographers have said, well, Catherine taking the pictures, it takes away the chance and opportunity of young upcoming photographers to get themselves known. But I do think that it enables us to have these sort of private moments, because Catherine has said the level of access is greatly improved. And I love the more candid photos. So this one, the Father's Day photo, of course, was a kind of a very artistic, beachy sort of rear shot of the rear of William, George, Charlotte and Louis. They're all sort of hugging him and sort of holding on. They're all dressed casually, informally for the beach. Of course, this was taken in Norfolk, their home, and Mahal is not too far away from the beach, obviously the Sandringham estate. So people don't often think of, whenever you see the royals out at Christmas at Sandringham, you don't really think of it as being sort of a beach location, but not too far away. About 20-minute drive, I think. There is an entire coastline, so it is very nice to go and enjoy the beach. And I do love these kind of informal photos, but this is quite a monumental one because it is the first time that the children have sort of had a sort of personal message published. So obviously this has gone through, William and Catherine, their approval. It's been through royal aides, but we love you, Papa. The royal children wish Prince William a happy Father's Day. And I do think that it is, and it was posted on social media. I do think that it's, important because it's part of their introduction to public life. So we do know that it was taken by Catherine in 2024. So to stop those conspiracy theories, it was taken this year. And I do not believe it has any alterations to it. I do believe it is an entirely natural, sort of unedited photo, apart from maybe some colour grading. But the one thing that I do not want to see in a royal photo is the splicing together of images. I do like an image to be the image, and I think that is the direction that we are going to go in from now. So yes, I thought that was a really lovely Father's Day photo. We didn't see anything that I'm aware of from Harry and Meghan, so they are remaining very closely guarded in Montecito. So next, continuing the beach theme and Catherine's photography, we had another photograph released it was to mark Prince William, the Prince of Wales's 42nd birthday. So yeah, I'm almost 41, so I'm kind of in the middle of William and Harry. I'm sort of, pretty much smack bang in the middle of their ages. Harry turns 40 in September. I'm 41 in August, and William is 42. So I am smack bang in the middle of the royal brothers, and it was really nice to see another photo released. I think this was taken on the same day because I do believe they're wearing the same clothes. Again, another beautiful candid shot. I'm just looking at it now. You can see them all jumping from a sand dune. There's a big tuft of grass beneath them. So Catherine must have been crouching down with her camera ready, must have said, ready, steady, jump, and they all jumped. And it's a good photo. It's worked out well because that could have gone disastrously wrong, but I love the composition. I love the sort of looking up, and I think that's one thing we often forget to do in photography and in life, is to look up. We're so obsessed with sort of what's before us and what's at eye level that we never really look up into trees and all that kind of thing. So the angle I actually really like. It's a beautiful photo. It would not surprise me if one of those photos makes maybe the Prince and Princess of Wales's Christmas card, or maybe another photo from that series. I don't know. But I love the composition, the outline against the sky. They are still wearing the kind of what I would slash as Cambridge/Wales blue that they are pretty famous for, or known for when they have kind of group photos done. They're always in kind of shades of blue. But I love the pop of, is that coral or pink on William's shorts? He does have a good pair of legs for shorts, don't you think? And I like it when he dresses down casually. I mean, we all know that they're not trussed up wearing, suits at home. So it's nice to see the kind of clothes that they would wear out and about. And of course, it's a beach day, so they're going to have lots of fun. Louis just looks like a little frog, like jumping. And it's just nice to see them all out together, and to know that Catherine, has also been going out and having days out as well. So it's not just, William and the two eldest children going out to see Taylor Swift, that they are actually having, proper family time all together, which I think is going to be really helpful for Catherine's recovery in the long term. When we will see Catherine again, I don't know. How long is a piece of string? I think the most likely occasion that people are talking about is possibly we might see her at some Wimbledon event. She does like her tennis, so if she is well enough to attend, she may go to the tennis. And then, of course, we are pretty fast approaching the Royals' summer holiday anyway. So normally they have sort of 6-7 weeks off and then return to royal duties in September. So I would imagine that they may have a bit of a extended holiday at Balmoral this year. They always do go up to Balmoral and spend, a week or two up there. But I think the seclusion, the peace, the privacy, the fact that the King and Queen are up there, I've got a feeling they might spend a little bit longer this year, maybe even up to a month. They may even go abroad. Sometimes they do with the Middletons, the Middleton family, Kate's family. So yes, I'm thinking Balmoral will be pretty much their base camp for the summer. But of course, Balmoral does not have unlimited space. Therefore, all the other, royals do often go up there. Princess Anne goes, Prince Edward and Sophie, the Edinburghs, and of course, the Duke of York, Prince Andrew, does also go up there, and I imagine that Fergie is going to be very welcome too. So, looking forward to the summer. Potentially, Catherine could start coming back a little bit more in September, but it is entirely dependent upon how that treatment goes and how she's feeling at that time. We do not need her to rush back. Anyway, thank you for watching today's video. There is more to come in the week. I do have more to catch up on, including Royal Ascot, where I will be taking a look at all of the royal jewellery worn. So thank you for watching. If you've enjoyed today's video, please give it a big old thumbs up. Don't forget to share on social media, and of course, do hit that bell so that you know whenever I upload a new video. So from me, mwah, to you all, and goodbye.